Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Sabre. Thanks for stopping by for some baseball action. And today we got Back to Basics Baseball, game number 5 of the 1961 World Series featuring Cincinnati and the Yankees. At this point in the playthrough, the Yankees are up 3 games to 1, and in real life, they were up 3 games to 1. Then we're going to go down to the field and see what's happening right here. Before we go down there and hit that like button. And if you're watching and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Help the channel grow. Everybody put remarks in there. That helps also. So let's go down to the field. Okay, coming to the plate, Bobby Richardson for the Yankees in the top of the first. And Jim Maloney, or Joey J, is the pitcher for. I started the game and then I had to redo it because the thing froze up on me. But here we go. Bobby Richardson, or Joey J, is a C pitcher. The C's his strikeout if he's an A, B, or C, or a D. Or a D struck him out. Here comes Tony Kubek, who is a C plus batter. But the C, he's getting a swing on that C up there. And we're going to the C plus. He's a walk if he's an A, B, C, or D walker, and he is an F walk. So it is no, he's an F walk. And so we are going to the out card. We're going to go up here. This is going to be a fly out to center. Line out to center. And here comes Roger Maris. He's a C plus batter. When it's facing that C pitcher, the C's a swing. Roger's a C plus. It's a ground out to short. And that is the range check, I believe. Let me check. Well, that is an error check on the third baseman. And the third baseman for them, the error rating is a C. So we're going to go check, they'll flip the card over. We're going to go to the error section. C, and he's going to be out of there. He makes the play 5-3. So the Yankees are out of there in the top of the first. Okay, coming to the plate for Cincinnati is Don Blasingame, who's a D batter, and we got Ralph Terry on the mound as an A pitcher. This could be This could be the wrap up the series here, folks. Unless they get to him, and he's letting Blasingame get a swing, and he's a D. Strikeout if he's an A, B, B, C, D, or F. Then he is struck him out. Okay, here comes Eddie Casco, a C plus. The strikeout A, B, C. His strikeout's an F, so he doesn't get it. And so we're going to the batter's card. He's a C plus, and he's a double if it's an A or a B. And this is how this works. Let's see, check his double. He's a D, so he doesn't get the A or B, but he holds up on first instead of getting the double. Okay, and here comes Veda Pinson, and the A walks Veda. Cincinnati fans are pretty happy. They want to get an early start on these Yankees. They don't want the series to end. And here's Frank Robinson, and he's getting a swing. And Frank is a plus. Okay, if there's a home run is a D, or else a D flies under. Home run is everything but. No, his home run has to be a D. Okay, Frank Robinson has just put one in the seats, folks, and there our Cincinnati fans are going crazy. Home run. 3 RBIs. Brings up Gordy Coleman, their first baseman. He gets the strikeout. 2 down. And here comes Wally Post playing left field today. This is an F walk. He's not an F walk. And so we're going to go to the batter's card. Wally is a B plus. Strikeout if he's a B, C, D, or F. B, C, D, or F. Did I say? Yes, struck him out. So he strikes out the side, but not in order. But the Cincinnati brings in 3 big runs to start this game. They need to avoid elimination, and they need to avoid the World Series coming to an end. Okay, top of the second, Johnny Blanchard facing the C pitcher. C, strikeout if he's an A. He is not an A, so we're going to the batter's card. Blanchard is an A batter. There's a pop out the first. Elston Howard going to the batter's card. He's an A plus. It's a walk if he's an A or a B walk. He's not an A or a B walk, so it is going to be an out. It's going to be a third baseman, 5-3. Okay, and here we go. Bill Skowron to the plate. He's getting a swing. Bill's a C, and he pops out to third. The Yankees go down again. Okay. Bottom of the second. Leading off is Gene Freeze, the third baseman. Facing the A pitcher. He's getting a swing. Freeze is a B hitter. And there's a base hit. Runners would have gone two bases if they were on. Seeing Terry pretty good right now. Here we go. Johnny Edwards. Okay, here's a ground out to the second baseman. We're checking the error on second baseman is Johnny Blanchard. His error rating is a D. And there's a runner on first. So we're going D. He's out. So we're going to go 4-3 and he's going to advance. Okay, and here's the pitcher, Joey J. He's getting a cut, and he's an F hitter. No injury, so he's going to pitch him again. He's getting another cut. And F, we got a ground out to short. Okay, that runner is going to hold because it's going to short. So 6-3. And here comes Don Blasingame. And he's getting a cut. Don is a D hitter. And there's a single, and they're going one base. First and third, two outs here in the bottom of the second. They're trying to add some more here. Here is Eddie Casco singled his first time up, and we're checking the error rating on the catcher. And the catcher's error rating is a C. And he's out, so we're going to go 2-3 on that one. No runs. We're going to the top of the third, folks. A 3-0 game. And leading off for the Yankees is Hector Lopez getting a play today. Facing the C pitcher. Walk if it's a C, D, or F. And it is a C. Hector, first base runner for the Yankees, draws the walk. Here comes Clete Boyer. He's getting a cut. Clete is a D. There's a pop out to second. And here comes the pitcher, Ralph Terry. They're going to let Ralph swing this time. Walk, C, D, or F. And he draws the walk. Good eye, pitcher to pitcher there. First and second, one out. Yankees got a little threat going here. Top of the order, Bobby Richardson. The C's giving him a swing. He's a C hitter. Okay, we got a ground out to short. Okay, so now we're going to flip it over here, and we're going to check this on the ground out. And that is a double play. 6-4-3 DP. They are out of there. Cincinnati defense helping their pitcher out. Okay. Ralph Terry. Leading off is Veda Pinson, who walked and scored on the home run his last time up. Short fly out to left. Here's Frank. Put it in the seats. And he pops out to short this time. Here comes the next guy, and he draws the walk. Cordy Coleman walking. Here comes Wally Post with two outs. He's getting a cut. Wally is a B plus hitter. B plus, and there's a single, and the runners advance one base. Here's Gene Freeze, singled his last time up. Nope, wrong card. He's getting a cut. And Gene is a B hitter. He needs a fly out the right. Okay, moving top of the fourth. Game is moving along. But I always go to like the 4.5, and then I do or 4.5, then I do a reshuffle. Okay, leading off for the Yankees is Tony Kubek facing the C hitter. He's getting the swing, and Kubek is a C plus. And the C plus is a ground out to third. This is back to basic baseball. This is a nice little change from your dice and all of that other stuff. And here's Maris. He's a C plus hitter. He's getting a swing. C plus is a long fly out to right. And here comes Johnny Blanchard. And he's getting a swing. Johnny's an A hitter. And that's a deep fly to center, but Pinson is back on the track. And that's 3. Yeah, that was the Yankees. Okay, bottom of the fourth. Johnny Edwards leading off for Cincinnati against the A. He's getting a swing. And he is a F hitter. To ground out the second. Comes Joey J, the pitcher. It's a fly out the right. We're checking the error range on the right fielder. He's an A. And that's an out. Top of order, Don Blasingame. Getting the cut. Don is a D hitter. Uh-oh. A plus if it's home run, but also it's a double and the runners are in 3 bases. It's not, it's a double. There's nobody on. Blasingame second hit in a row against Derry. And here we come with Eddie Casco up. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. Facing that A. We're checking the third baseman's error rating. And it's a B error rating. And he's out of there. So 5-3. We're going to the top of the fifth, folks, and moving along here. Okay. Joey J's got a 7 endurance, so we'll get to there, but I think we're going to get to him first. Okay, so here we go. And we got leading off for the Yankees is Elston Howard here in the top of the fifth. Okay, against the C's, getting a swing. Elston is an A plus hitter. Strikeout if he's a D or a F. He struck him out. Okay, here comes Bill Scourin. Walk if he's a B, C, D, or F. And he draws the walk. They need runners. They say that's okay. Comes Hector Lopez. Okay, we're doing a ground out and we're checking the range on the third baseman. And the third baseman range is C. So we're going up here to range and C. And it's a base hit. It gets through for folks. And they're going station to station. Comes Clete Boyer. Got a threat going on here. It's the top of the fifth. And we got the C. Strikeout A, B, C, or D. He is a D. Struck him out. That's 2. Oh boy, should they let Terry go? You know, pitch good except for that one bomb in the first. No. Timeout. They're going to pinch hit for Terry. Okay. It's 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Yogi Berra is at the plate. He's a C plus batter facing that C pitcher. That C pitcher's a ground out to short. Wow, Yogi. So they got none on the top of the fifth. And the mound now for the Yankees is Bud Daly, who's a C pitcher. Up, time out for the card shuffling. Here's what I do. I just did the shuffle, but now I'm going to turn the deck over. Okay, here we go. Top of the fifth. Vada Pinson at the plate against Daly, who is a C pitcher. Okay. Getting a swing. Pinson is an A plus, and he's going to welcome him in here somehow. He's a D though, so it's not a home run. So it's going to just be a deep fly out to left. He got a hold of it, but not far enough. Deep to left. Okay, here comes Frank Robinson. C, strikeout A or B. He is not an A or B. So we're going to the batter's card. Robinson's an A plus. A walk A, B, C, D, or F. And Frank draws the walk. Okay, Gordy Coleman. Cards stick together sometime. Oh, and he draws the walk. They're trying to add on, folks. Welcome Bailey to the game, or Daly to the game. And here comes a Wally Post. Wally's 1 for 2 so far. To see it draws another walk, and the bases are loaded. 4. Gene Freeze. See, oh, and another walk. This is crazy. And he walks a run in. Daly is all shook up now. 4 walks in a row. That's crazy. I've never had that happen yet. Okay, so here comes Johnny Edwards. Strikeout is an A. He's not an A strikeout, so we're going to the swing card. Johnny Edwards is an F. Oh, look at this, folks. And if he's an A, B, C, or D, he's going to get a hit. He's not getting a double, but he's going to get a single, and the runners are going 2 bases. So Johnny Edwards drives in 2. There's 3 more runs. Wow, they're not happy now with Daly at all. Okay, and here's Joey J, the pitcher. And he's swinging, and Joey J is an F hitter. Strikeout B, C, D, or F. He struck him out. 2 down. Got the first guy out and walked 4 guys in a row and then lit up a single. That is crazy. Top of the order, Don Blasingame. Let's see. Walk C, D, or F. C, walked another guy, but the bases are loaded again. Crazy. And here's Eddie Casco. He's getting a swing, and Eddie is a C plus. A C plus, an A or a B. What am I looking at? His walk is a D, so it's going to be an out. And we're going to go a fly out the center. But not before they put 3 more big runs up there in the bottom of the 5th. 6-0. Unless something really happens here, looks like we're going to have a what if game 6. All right, here we go. Top of the 6th, and we got the top of the order, Bobby Richardson. Facing the sea, and that's a ground out to the pitcher. Okay, as the C is a swing. And this is Kubek, this is a C plus. And it's a ground out. We're checking the range on the third baseman. His range is a C. And he's out of there, 5-3. And Roger Maris getting a cut. Roger's a C plus. Walk, A or B. He draws the walk. And here comes Johnny Blanchard. Strikeout, A, B, C, or D. Joey J. Strikeout is a D. Struck him out, and that ends the inning. I mean, the top of the 6th, not the inning. Okay, bottom of the 6th. Okay, and we got Vada Pinson up, leading off. Getting a cut. Vada's an A plus hitter. Oh, I don't play the injury, so we're gonna just so the home run one won't be okay. Uh, and so here we go. We're going back to the pitcher swinging. And the A plus. Oh, look at this. A home run. Let me check his. This is This is Pinson. His home run's a D. He doesn't reach that far. Okay, C plus would have been the highest, so it's a deep fly out the left. That's the second time he's hit a deep fly out the left, second time in a row. Here's Frank Robinson, 1 out. Getting a cut. Frank is an A plus. Triple A, B, or C. It's not. It's going to be an out. Fly out the left. And here we go. An F walk. No, it's not. Going to the batter's card, and he's a B plus. There's a base hit. And a Wally Post. So getting a cut. Wally is a B plus. And there's a double if it's an A, C, B, or D. And it is a C. And the runners are going 2 bases. That's what those asterisks mean after that double. All right. Forgot the first 2 guys out. Daly did. Now he's left 2 guys second and third for Gene Freeze. Gene is swinging. He's a B hitter. And there's a double and 2 more runs in. Wow, what a blowout. Here's Johnny Edwards. He's getting a swing too, and he's an F with a runner on second. On a wild pitch, if it's a D, if it's just DB, I gotta check his wild pitch rating. Okay, so on the wild pitch, we check the pitcher's B rating. We just did this wild pitch as a D or F, is a C. So no, it's going to be an out. Oh no, not a wild pitch. So I got it. So we're going back to the pitcher's card again. We're going C swinging, and he's an F hitter. And there's a single and a 1 run. Wow, they can't get nobody out. And here comes Joey J, the pitcher. He's going to be ground out to second. But not before bringing 2 more in, folks. And it is 8-0. Wow. I forgot to write that 3 in there. Okay, here we go. They ain't going to pull him. They'll let him go until he has to bat. It's a blowout. Here we go. Elston Howard in the top of the 7th. Facing the C. Okay, after this one will be the strikeout A, B, C, or D. He struck him out. Get the cut. This is Bill Skowron, who's a C hitter. There's a fly out to center. And here's a pop out to second. Just like that. Game's over. I'll do a quick timeout and then come back to you. Bottom of 7th. Here we go. When we got Don Blasingame up facing that C guy. That's a swing. And he is a D hitter. Walk A, B, C, or D, and he draws the walk. Daly is just really stunk it up. Okay, here we go. Casco, he's getting a swing. He's a C plus. There's a fly out to right. And we got Pinson getting a swing. Veda's an A plus. Single and runners advance 2 bases. First and third, 1 out. The C strikes him out. That's a big strikeout. And there we go to the next batter's getting a swing. That's Gordy Coleman. He's a B plus. Walk A or B is not. It's going to be an out. It's going to be 4-3. They got him out of there. Okay, here we go. Clete Boyer coming in. This is the bottom of the top of the eighth. Boyer gets struck out by the C. Okay, we got to have a pinch hitter for Daly, folks. Okay, Bob Serve has a bat coming to the plate with one out here in the top of the eighth for the Yankees. And Bob Serve is a C plus hitter at the C eighth. Oh, all right. I'm going to have a reduction here on Joey J. Let me double check, make sure I do this right. Normally, because Joey is a seventh, after pitching seven, he would have reduced the grade. But since he's pitching a shutout, he does not get to reduce until he lets up a run. Okay, so here's where he's pitching to Bob Serve. Joey J's a C. Serve is a C plus. C plus is a fly out to left. And top of the order, Bobby Richardson. He's getting a cut. Bobby's a C. Strikeout C, D, or F. He's not C, D, or F strikeout, so we're going to be just going to the out. And it's going to be 3-1. We'll just do 3-1. Okay, on the mound for the Yankees now is Tex Clevenger. In the blowout, they didn't let him get into the World Series anyway. He's an F pitcher. Okay, leading off the bottom of the eighth is Wally Post against the F. Look at that. Ground out to the pitcher. 1-3. Here comes Gene Freeze, who's got 3 RBIs in this game. A walk if it's a B, C, D, or F, and he draws the walk. Okay, Johnny Edwards. And he an F walk, and he draws the walk. Here they go. Boy, the walks are killing teams now, and especially the Yankees. Okay, here's Joey J, the pitcher. And he's getting a swing, and he's an F hitter. And he struck him out if he's an F. He is a strikeout F. 2 down, top of the order, Blasingame. He's getting a swing. Don's a D hitter. There's a ground out. We're checking the range on the first baseman. He's a C range. And he's out of there. So he picks it up, fire over to the pitcher covering, and there's 3. That was the bottom of the eighth. The Yankees would love to get a run just to get the shot off the window or off the thing. Here's Tony Kubek pitching Joey J, who's still a C, swinging. Kubek is a C plus. There's a ground out. We're checking the error rating on the third baseman. Why can't I find him? It's a C. And he's out of there, so he makes the play 5-3. Okay, Roger Maris struck him out. And here comes Johnny Blanchard. He's getting a cut. Blanchard is A. There's a line out to third, and this game is over. Be right back. Okay, we are back. Now that was game 5. Cincinnati won. This makes the series 3-2 in favor of the Yankees, and they're going back to New York. In real life, the Yankees did win game 5. So we're going to be doing a little bit different. The series is going on. And in that game, the Cincinnati had 8 runs. And let's see how they did that. They had check the hits here on 12 hits. Here's the best one. There was no runs for the Yankees on 1 hit. Wow, Terry gets the loss because he never came back. And over here, Joey J gets the win, went 9-1. He walked 4, struck out 7. The walks did not help. 6 walks by the Yankee pitchers in that game. They had 9 strikeouts, and they only had 7. So, watch for game number 6. I hope you like this. This has been a fun one today for everybody. So I hope that you come back and see it again. Watch for the finale, if maybe the finale. So, Kel Cyber saying, take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other. Stay safe.